Dear students, in the first problem we have discussed about the photoelectric effect. So collect some other problems of photoelectric effect. Now come to the problem of Compton effect. So everybody know what is Compton effect. I will not discuss what is Compton effect. I will come direct to the problem. So here the problem is X-rays of wavelength lambda is equal to 0.2 nanometer are scattered from a block of graphite. The scattered X-rays are observed at an angle of 45 degree to the incident beam. Calculate the wavelength of the X-rays scattered at this angle. So let us come to the figure. It is a X-ray beam. So when a X-ray beam is incident a graphite crystal, it is a graphite crystal. Let it is a graphite crystal. Graphite crystal. It is your X-rays. X-ray beam incident on the graphite crystal. Then what happens? Some rays passed it due to the presence of spaces, gaps in between the atoms, interatom spaces. So some rays without any scattered, they passed it. Some rays scattered due to the presence of the atoms. And this is the incident direction. And it is the scattered direction. The angle is theta. Theta is called angle of scattering. Here, after scattering, the wavelength changes. Let this lambda is the wavelength of the incident X-ray. Lambda prime is the wavelength of the scattered X-ray. Lambda prime is greater than lambda. So it is observed in this Compton effect. Lambda prime greater than lambda. So it is called, you can say, the Compton scattered X-ray, and it is Thomson scattering X-ray. So it is called Compton, it is called Thomson component. Thomson component, Compton component. It is generally say Compton component, it is Thomson component. Okay, come to this relation. Lambda prime greater than lambda. That means wavelength of the scattered X-ray is always greater than the wavelength of the incident X-ray. And what is the relation? Delta lambda is equal to lambda dash minus lambda, which is equal to lambda c into 1 minus cos theta. Theta is the scattering angle or angle of scattering, and lambda c is the Compton wavelength. So this lambda dash minus lambda, the change in wavelength is called Compton shift. That is called delta lambda. So as far the problem is concerned, you have to find out the wavelength of the scattered X-ray. So scattered X-ray means lambda prime. So you have to find out lambda prime value. As per the relation, lambda prime is equal to lambda minus delta lambda. So what is delta lambda? You have to find out delta lambda. You have to first find out delta, because lambda value is given. Lambda value is given, that is 0.2 nanometer. Lambda value is given. You have to only find out delta lambda. Then you have to add with lambda to get lambda prime. So what is delta lambda? Delta lambda as per the formula, lambda c into 1 minus cos theta. Lambda c is given, or it is a constant value. Lambda c is a constant value, which relation is h by m into c. M is the mass of the electron, c is the speed of light, h is the Planck's constant. So if you take all these values from these relations, h value, c value, and mass of the electron, everybody know the mass of the electron. What is the mass of the electron? Mass of the electron, you can write 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So if you take all these values, Me, Hc, and put here Hc, Me, you take these three values, Me value, H value, C value, then you find this value 0.02426 angstrom, or in case of nanometer, you can express in angstrom or in nanometer. Then let us see it is nanometer, you can take the nanometer value. So cos 45 degrees, it is around 0.7. So 1 minus 0.7, it is 0.3. So if you multiply with this, your value is approximately 0.00071 nanometer. It is the approximate value, 0.0071 nanometer. So after getting the delta lambda value, you just get lambda prime is equal to lambda plus delta lambda. So lambda is given 0.2 plus here it is 0.00071. So it is equal to 0.200 nanometer. So it is the value lambda prime is equal to 0.20071 nanometer. This is the required answer. So likewise, you have to collect more problems and solve. If any doubt about the problem of Compton effect and photoelectric effect, you can post me in WhatsApp. So we have discussed the problems of dual nature of wave. So it is the dual nature of wave. We have discussed photoelectric effect and Compton effect problems. So you collect more problems from different books and try to solve all these problems, because in a semester exam problems will come. Any doubt you can ask me in WhatsApp personally. I will reply you. Thank you very much.